This is an Edison Ajax coin-operated or coin and slot machine. It's one of the biggest machines Edison ever made, and it weighs in at about 200 pounds. So it's a pretty hefty beast. When we come in closer, you'll see the mechanism is based on an Edison Class M, which means it would have been a battery machine using 2.5 volts DC. When we come in closer, because I don't think you can see from there, you'll see it's a concert machine. So that's pretty cool. A concert coin-operated Ajax Edison machine, just a beauty. These came out in 1901. Edison had a number of machines at that time, and so he was adding and subtracting from the lineup quite a bit. And this lasted till about 1904, 1905. There was another version of this called the Vulcan. The Vulcan was the same, but it ran on 110 volts DC mains, which meant you didn't need batteries. You could plug it in. Obviously, around that time, not a lot of people had electricity in their home or in their business in order to use the 110 volt version. So the DC version that's battery operated is more common. Unfortunately, the image on the signboard isn't original, but that's what the original would have looked like. There you can see where the horn is attached, and as with many of these machines, it was probably also used quite frequently with listening tubes. There's the curved glass, and you can see the machine inside it. We're going to open up the cabinet and take a look at it. There's a part here that holds the cabinet open. It does not look very sturdy, which makes me a bit nervous. Here's the ID plate where the coin goes in. They've cut a hole in there. Hard to believe that came from the factory like that. Look at that mechanism. Wow. Class M, concert machine, coin op. Really nice. You can see that the pulley has an extra little pulley on it to run the mechanism for the coin op parts to bring the cylinder back to the start after playing. And it's electrical, so it starts when you put in a coin. I will point out, if you see the mandrel, it's got a coating of rubber on it. Coin-operated machines frequently had rubber on the mandrels to keep the record from slipping off because they were played over and over without anybody touching them. And if the cylinder came off, it wouldn't work properly. So they had to have a way of keeping it on. Where on a regular machine, if it slipped off, you would just push it back on or change the record. You didn't leave it on for plays over and over. Here's one of the ID plates and the serial number. And there's the other ID plate. It has two of them. It's in great condition because it's been under this glass cabinet top for quite a while. Okay, now we go down to the cabinet. You can see the cabinet's beautiful oak. Really, really nice. And then I open up the door here. There's the coin chute and the mechanism. There's the coin box down there. And this is where the batteries would have been. And you can see someone has adapted this to plug into 110 volt alternating current. So we might be able to actually try it. We're thinking of plugging it in. I've never done that before, and it might be worth trying. Well, I think the mechanism is out of adjustment because it's not pulling the record back to the start. One of the reasons that record was nice and loud was it's a black Lambert concert record, which are usually very clear. Well, as you can see, We got it to play. We had trouble getting it to stop, but with a little fiddling, I was able to get it to go back to the beginning. I'm really impressed that whoever wired it up did a good enough job that it actually played, because you don't usually see Class M's working, especially the ones that run on DC.